So this is one of those emails that I put in a segment in our dominant and aggressive dog course on when to toss in the towel, because the lady that wrote this has already made up the decision to euthanize one of her dogs, and she has 5 of them. I'll read it, I'll make some comments, and then you'll see how hard it is to manage a pack of dogs, because this easily could have gone into the segment on rank drive or pack drive. Kudos to you for telling like it is. Ignorance is the cause of most of the problems I've just read about on your site. I applaud you for your honesty and for trying to provide pet owners with good, trustful information. I stumbled across your site while searching for information on causes and remedies for dog aggression. I've learned quite a bit, and I realize that our pack should have been treated differently than we have treated them. Currently, we have 5 fur kids. I'll be honest, it drives me a little crazy when people try and relate to their dogs as humans or kids. Ranging from 14 to 1 years of age. Lucy, a Malamute Boxer mix, age 3, definitely the leader of the whole pack, has attacked a dog in the past. She attacked Sandy, and we had to put Sandy down after the dog broke the rear leg in the tussle the second time. Our vet determined that the chances for another recovery from a broken leg was not very likely for Sandy. So this other dog, the Malamute Boxer, 3 years old, got in a fight, broke the back leg of this Sandy dog, and that dog had to be put to sleep. The first time Sandy was in the cast for 5 months with weekly bandage changes. Lucy has now turned on our other dogs. A sweet, submissive black lab chow mix named Dory. Thanks to our neighbor, a local animal control officer and a rescue worker, we've been able to get Dory stitched up after the fight and taken care of in the middle of the night. However, since this is the second female dog that Lucy has turned on, she has always shown signs of aggression at this point of requiring a muzzle at the vet's office. Wouldn't you think this dog should have a muzzle on 100% of the time when it's out anywhere near these other dogs? I think so. Why just at the vet's office? In trying to eat a vet tech, we've decided that her aggression is too dangerous. I've caught her once with my cat in her mouth as well. Several months ago, she's well behaved towards me, but not anyone else. Canine, feline, human, including my husband. My neighbors fear her because she's an intimidating looking dog. Although she's featured in Dog Fancy page per day calendar for 2005. So I've kept this since 2005, and now it's 2023. Someone thought she was cute besides me. Sadly, my Lucy will be euthanized this weekend. It's breaking my heart, but I believe that this is the best thing for her. I've worked with our vet and a behaviorist, and the consensus is that she's not going to get any better. She's only going to get worse, as she has in the past year or so, progressively to the point of even growling at me and at other dogs besides the female. I will say this. She's seen a behavior change in this dog. It's a pretty serious dog. I think I would not try and talk her out of putting this dog to sleep. I think I personally would want to do a blood workup on the dog to see if, for my own education, to see if this dog has low thyroid problems that would trigger this dog aggression. Would I then trust this dog to be around other dogs? Hell no. No. But for myself, I'd like to know what's caused this. I've seen aggression info on the web where people advocate rehoming the animals, but your site is the only one that seems to take an honest approach, and that if there is danger involved to people or other dogs in the home, the dog needs to be put to sleep. I don't say that straight away without knowing the dog, without knowing the circumstances on how the dog is expected to live, on the bite history for the dog. So I don't blatantly say, take this dog out and put it to sleep. I don't say that blatantly about any dog without knowing the dog and knowing how it's managed, knowing how the training is, knowing how it's handled, and how it interacts if there are other dogs around. So I guess I don't agree with her here because I didn't say that. I admit that I should have done more work with her regarding her aggression at the very first signs. Yes and no. The work should have been keep the dog separated from the other dogs. You have 5 dogs. Quite frankly, you should have 5 dog crates. This dog should have had a muzzle on all the time. You could have saved these other dogs had you had this dog wearing a muzzle. So maybe the people that watch this will take that information home if they have multiple dogs or if they have a dog that's really, dog is at the point where it's a dangerous dog. On the other hand, maybe you will make the same decision she made. I'm not going to say yes or no to it. So in closing here, I need to talk about the fact of where these questions and answers come from. They come from the Ask Cindy portal on the front of Leerburg.com. Cindy's my wife. And if you don't need to be a customer of Leerburg to ask a question. If you have a question on training, if you have a question on raising puppies, on healthcare, on breeding, feel free to log in. And you do need to put your email address because the email is tied to the question that you have. And if Cindy comes back, or if you come back a week or a month or a year later, she can call up all of the questions and answers that you've written in on and review them. And it's just a better way for her to help. We don't sell mailing lists. We don't spam people with our mailing list. We do have 2 weekly newsletters that go out, but people can opt into those newsletters. If they want to opt out, they're off the list and they don't get a newsletter. They also don't learn about when we have good sales on our online courses either, or on the equipment that we sell. So, if you have a question, ask Cindy. She answers them usually the day after people write them in, unless she's not feeling good or unless she's traveling.